Welcome back to the So Far So Good podcast.
In front of me, I've got
Christopher Coombs, and in front of me we have
Gaurav Khazanchi. I like how that's become the new thing, actually.
It actually has become quite a thing. Yeah. Things are good. Things are good.
Forget that thing. That's that time it was planned. I know last time we accidentally almost said it, but that time we planned to say it at the same time.
Live streaming's tough.
Yeah, we're live. You know, if we make a mistake on live radio, we can't go back and fix it.
Exactly. But our listeners love it.
Exactly.
They're all about it.
Christopher Coombs, there's good news and there's bad news.
All right. Whenever this happens, I'll always take... Ooh, actually,
no, I'm not.
I don't know which news
I'm not
I take
saying
first.
I don't have good news and bad news for you.
Oh.
I'm telling you, there's the word good news and the word bad news.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I was sending someone a message, and I didn't have good news or bad news. I just had okay news.
Yeah.
But I can't just say I have news because that sounds like I've got gossip.
Yeah.
And I don't have gossip, and I don't want to say bad news or good news. So I just said, dude, I've got okay news, but I don't know if they read it in the same context that I wrote it in. So what would you say?
What would I say if you said to me, I have okay news?
Yeah.
I would be like, hit me up.
Let's get into it. So far, so good.
So what did this person say when you said you've got okay news?
Well, straight after I said okay news, I just went to tell the news. I didn't give him a chance to analyze the situation.
If I have news where it's not good, it's not bad, it is okay, I would probably just say, guess what?
Yeah, but then you're kind of getting them hyped up. Like, they're not going to guess negative things.
But it could be, like, guess what? I broke my arm. That's a negative.
No, but it's kind of a positive because now you have a cast that everyone can sign.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, these days they have, like, those high-tech casts that you can remove and shower without.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, do you remember when Caitlin's brother broke both his arms? So he broke both of his arms last year in December, and then... he had one cast. He had both casts.
What actually happened? How did this happen? How do you break both arms?
So he's not sure exactly how it happened. he skateboards and plays a bit of soccer.
Okay.
And he just noticed that both his wrists were sore and they weren't healing.
Okay.
So he just went to the doctor. Turned out both wrists were broken.
So they just were broken.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So he had an initial cast on
Yeah.
both arms and we thought, this is just nuts. Anyway, on about December the 20th, he went in to get a checkup, hoping to get them off.
Yeah.
Took them off, and then turns out it's not healing very well. So you need to put the cast back on. So they had to put brand new cast back on. Because to take the cast off, you have to split it open, right?
Yeah, they've got to cut it open with this chainsaw.
So those casts were gone. Put new ones. And they said to him, so we can give you some new casts. And you can actually have coloured ones now.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he was like, all right, I'll take one red, one green. Because it was Christmas.
You know
and
what?
then he
I'd
rocked
do
up
the
to
exact
Christmas
same thing.
with a red and a green.
I
card.
100% condone that sort of activity. Good on him. Well done.
Yeah, man. You gotta play for the current events, you know?
Yeah, that he was being very kind of topical in that
exactly.
sense.
Exactly. If it was Easter, you would get like
blue, pale, like, pastel purple and pastel green.
You'd try and get like a bunny design or something.
Okay, sure thing. So, remember how last episode I said, because that was the perfect moment to describe it. Last episode I said, every time Chris says some sort of dumb thing or comes up with this, like a silly philosophy that makes zero sense.
Yeah.
For example, if someone's going to have a baby at Christmas, they can just hold it in. Or, all we know for sure is the sun rises in the morning and sets at night.
Yeah, both true.
Okay, so what I said I'll do is, I'll get this special sound effect, and I'll, while the editing process, or if it's a live stream show, the producer can just go, click the button, and the sound will play. Anyway, so I have acquired such a sound.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it, or do you want to see how I got it first?
How about tell me how you got it first, so
Okay.
we can kind of build the tension up here.
Okay, no, because now I feel like I should just show you first, because I don't want to hype this up and then disappoint everyone at the
cool.
end.
All right, well, we'll go with the sound first.
I'm going to show you first. Okay, so I'm about to play it for you.
Hey, great talk.
Wait, what?
So it's like this super quirky, boing.
Sounds like some Star Wars stuff.
And then at the end, it's a sample of some guy saying, "Hey, great talk." So I was. It's
love it.
It's
I
not
love
actually how I got it. I did a bit of my own work as well.
it. Really?
So now, do you want to know how I acquired such a sound effect?
Yeah. Okay. Because
Okay,
I know
so-
you wouldn't have thought of this yourself.
No, I thought of the idea myself. So even last time when I brought up this idea, I said I probably can't create the sound from scratch. Probably have to pay some audio engineer or someone.
Is
Some
this what you were
professional.
thinking in your head?
No, this is what I said in the episode.
Oh, right.
I
I
said
obviously wasn't listening.
Probably, obviously not. Pay some experienced professional to make me or get me some sort of sound effect. So that's exactly what I did. I paid some
Oh my
professional
gosh.
sound engineer $11.15 AUD. That's
AUD.
Australian currency.
Oh, not bad.
And actually, he gave me more than just this sound effect. So I said, "Can you just give me something quirky and silly?" And then he replies saying, "Well, I don't really have anything quirky and silly, but I'll give you all the light-hearted sound effects I've got." And he gave me so many sound effects. So I put a couple together, and I just got this sample of this guy saying "good talk" or "good chat," whatever he said. I haven't listened to it enough, and I put it together with the quirkiest sound effect that he had given me.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And
So how many hours did you literally put into this?
Me personally, I put in about, I'd say, 45 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, okay, maybe 2 minutes. So I downloaded the
Oh, that's
files he
not too
gave
bad.
me, and then I put together 2 files.
Easy.
Yeah,
Easy done.
So that sound effect is going to be playing every time. Like, I don't want you to now be aware and conscious of it. But when you do say it, I will know. And maybe I'll be like, okay, I'm putting a sound effect in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll edit it in. Or maybe I just won't tell you. And then if you ever do listen to the episode again, you'll hear the sound effect.
I like it.
It's actually a lot of fun for me.
Can we hear it one more time just so everyone's aware?
Okay, everyone. So let's just do a quick example. Just say something dumb.
All right. So, if you really think about life as a whole, you actually make.
Hey, Red Talk.
Look, that was dumb enough. So I just thought, I'll just chuck it in there.
Well, talking about crazy sound effects.
Okay.
This actually has nothing to do with any sound effects whatsoever. But anyway, so the other night, me and Caitlin kicking back, and she was like, "Why don't we go get a pizza?" And I
Okay.
was like, "Yeah, all right." But then the weather was so bad.
Yeah.
How bad's the weather been in Melbourne this
Yeah,
week?
yeah. If you're listening to this podcast episode on time, people in Melbourne will know how bad the weather's been.
Yeah.
If you listen to this episode in a long time, then the weather's been pretty bad. So,
Yeah. We're basically talking about the last week in May
Yeah.
of 2019
Okay.
in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
Specifically the southeast.
Okay.
The weather has been terrible. Actually, yesterday, at the time of recording, yesterday was the coldest day of the year so far.
What?
So far,
it was
so
extremely
cold.
So far, so cold. Yeah, very true. And
So
it's
it's
not even winter.
It's been freezing cold.
Yeah.
So, we were contemplating, yes, no, like, we just didn't want to go out in the weather.
Yeah.
You know? The
Okay.
house is nice and cozy.
Yeah, exactly. You're all comfortable. You know, you're all rugged up.
Yeah, you're rugged up. You're listening to So Far So Good podcast. You
Yeah.
don't want to go out.
You don't want
really
to go.
don't.
You want to just binge the whole season of. Well, it's kind of one, one season.
The whole
The
lifetime.
whole lifetime of So Far So Good.
Yeah. But anyway, we ended up going out, right? The weather was like freezing cold. And we still went.
So did you order the pizza and then go? Or you went there and ordered the pizza?
No, we went.
Oh, wow. Man, you're not very efficient, are you?
No, because we're going to eat there.
At the pizza shop?
So then it's fresh.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's not many pizza shops that offer dine-in these days.
Well, now you'll know which shop it is.
I think I know already. I can think of the only one that's in the area.
Exactly right.
Okay.
But I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Because I don't want to set the scene too much. I want
Okay.
to let people find their own perspective from it.
Okay.
Because as we know, perspective is
Oh
everything.
my god.
Here we
Here's
go.
the sound effect.
Great talk.
You don't have to do it. I've already put the sound effect in. The real sound effect. I'm going to do it again just because you interrupted.
Hey, Red Talk.
I know. Anyway, so we head to the good old pizza shop
Yeah.
in the southeast of Melbourne, a freezing cold day. We decide to get a pepperoni pizza.
Okay.
Because I said, Caitlin, you choose. And then
That's
she said pepperoni.
Classic
and I was
pepperoni.
like, well, that would have been my second choice anyway. So
Yeah.
good times.
What's your first choice?
First choice would probably be Meat Lovers.
Oh, of course.
Could you
Classic.
get that extra... Anyway, this is
Yeah, forget it.
irrelevant.
Continue with your story.
So we order our pizza, right?
Yep.
We eat our pizza.
Yeah.
We're about to finish eating the pizza.
Okay.
And we see this guy like full on complaining.
Okay.
But he's speaking to the guy in a different language.
Okay, so you can hear that this customer is talking aggressively.
Well, let's be honest. This pizza shop has 2 tables, so we were pretty much right there.
Okay, so that didn't answer my question.
So yes, we could hear.
But like, was he
Because
talking?
we were sitting like literally right there.
So as in, he's speaking a different language, but you understood from the tone
Yeah.
of voice that
Yeah.
he was complaining.
Well, he was pretty much full on complaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a different language.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
And then I see him like take a photo of like the screen where all the orders come out,
Okay. Yep.
saying the names and how long it's going to be.
Yep.
Which I'm like, why would you be taking a photo of that?
Yeah.
That's my first like, what the heck is going on here? Then,
I've got a theory. Can I just say my theory?
okay, hit me.
Maybe they spelled his name wrong because that's happened to me before.
No, but there was actually no orders on the screen.
Oh,
Like, everyone had
okay,
already
okay.
got all their orders.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, what's going on? It's literally a blank screen.
Okay.
Well, it's not blank, it's blue.
It's a so specific.
Well, it's a blue screen.
Okay, it's a blue screen.
Yeah, it's a blue screen.
Took a photo of the blue screen.
Yeah. And then he tries to take a photo of the worker,
Okay.
like right up in his face.
Ooh, did he ask for
And then the
permission?
guy put his hand and like kind of in front and kind of walked away. So I don't think he got the photo.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm presuming he was trying to sell it on Shutterstock, but he didn't get the photo. Well, he wouldn't have had the talent release anyway.
No,
But
not at all.
he didn't get the photo. But anyway, whatever. He yells a couple things, still in a different language.
Okay.
Not like full on aggressive, but just like dumb attitude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Thinks he's
Like
cool and
customer
everything.
complaint attitude. Yeah.
Like absolute rubbish.
Very, very, yeah.
And then pretty much we finish our pizza and walk out just behind this guy.
Yep.
And then another person that picked up an order and the other people that were at the table. So 4 groups of us pretty much walk out all at the same time.
Almost as if you were a gang. about to chase
Almost.
this guy. Okay.
Yeah, literally. And then the guy that was full on complaining got to his car first and sort of started reversing because
Yep.
he'd walked out just before all of us.
Yep.
And he started reversing out, and we were all parked like next to where he was. So we kind of all just waited in front of the shop while he was reversing.
Okay.
Anyway, he took about a 7-point turn to get out of the car park. And, oh my gosh, to top it off, I forgot to actually even write this down.
Okay.
He was parked in the disabled spot,
Okay.
and he wasn't disabled whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then?
Anyway, just some people, honestly.
Wait. There's no outcome to the story?
No, there is.
Okay.
But that was just a part I forgot to.
I thought that was
forgot
the
about.
end,
I
and
just
that was-
remembered then.
So anticlimactic.
No.
Okay.
I just remembered, but
Right.
it just,
Okay,
it
yeah,
just
pretty much
adds to the.
All round, he's just the biggest bad guy. He's not a nice
Dude.
boy.
No, he's not a nice
We'll
boy.
tell Josh, he's not a nice boy.
Josh won't be interested then. He'll stop listening right now. But anyway, so we're all waiting. So there's now 3 groups of us waiting to go to our cars.
Okay.
Right? This guy reverses out, 7-point turn.
What's that? Is this like a thing that people at this pizza shop do? They just stand outside the shop
because
and wait.
he's reversing.
Okay.
And all our cars are parked like next to where
So
he
you're
was.
just waiting for him
So
to
you
get
don't
out of the
walk
way.
out because he's going to run like he's
Okay.
already reversing.
So everything's kind of in close proximity, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to get a clear picture, man.
Anyway, he does his 7-point turn to
Okay.
get out of the car park, and then he drives off. And then we all start walking to our car.
Okay.
And then basically we unlock the car as we're walking. And mind you, it's raining, so we're all a bit like rushing to our car and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then we unlock the car as we're walking. And then this guy that was in front of us walking, he walks he walks in between his car and Caitlin's car,
Okay.
and then opens Caitlin's car door, sits in the car, shuts the door, and goes to like put the key in the thing. And Caitlin was way in front of me, and she was like, excuse me, and he couldn't hear because he'd already shut the door, and he's like fiddling around with the key. He'd already settled in. He's put the pizza on the next seat.
Wow.
He's all settled in. He's trying to turn the car on. It's not working. And then I'm like, what's going on here? And then, because I go to walk in, I'm like, why is he sitting in the car? And then I walk back because I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's not Caitlin's car. So I look
Yeah.
at the number plate and I'm like, no, it is. And then she knocks on the window.
Yeah.
And then we're like looking at him with our hands up, like, what's going on? And then he finally realizes and then gets out of the car and goes in his car. How ridiculous. He didn't even say a thing.
Dude, so
He literally did not say a thing. He was like this shy guy. He was like, oh, got out and then quickly walked to his car.
So I'm assuming that they had the same car. Or very similar looking cars.
Yeah, so they both had pretty much the same car.
Okay.
But what got me completely shooketh,
Yeah.
in every sense of the word shooketh,
Okay.
is that how do you sit in a car and not realize that... I mean, okay, so the seat must have been placed exactly the same in his car to what it was in Caitlin's. Because I'm telling you right now, if I sat in a car and the seat wasn't perfectly to what I had it at, I would know instantly that it would feel weird.
I would know way before that. I think from opening the door. Because even if you're the same car, the feeling of the weight and the tension of the door hinge is going to be different already. Okay, let's say you forget that fact. Straight away, you will smell what the car smells like.
Yeah.
And I know you must think, either your car smells like a certain air freshener or it just smells like nothing. But it'll always have a smell.
Yeah.
But you're just used to the smell.
Exactly.
So I would smell a different smell and be like, okay, this is not my car.
And also the dashboard, there'd be different lights.
Exactly, different
There's
lights.
probably different music
Obviously,
system.
you'd remember what's on your odometer as well. Like, the numbers are going to be
Come on,
different. No, but even further than that, he put the pizza on the passenger seat. And
Yep, he
that
put it on the
means-
passenger seat
Yeah.
and he tried to put the key in.
Oh, okay. I just think this guy was just the most oblivious man. And you'd have to be if you firstly walk into someone else's car.
He definitely was. But now I'm also thinking as a possible... This is not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay.
He could have been borrowing the car off a family member or a friend. So he's not used to the feeling of this car. So getting back in the car, it still feels weird.
Yeah,
So he
yeah,
might
yeah.
think, oh, well, it feels weird, but it's still the car that I thought I just drove here in.
Yeah. That's actually, I wouldn't have thought about that.
I just thought about it then, literally. But this whole time I was thinking, the seat mustn't be right. The colours, the feel,
yeah.
the look of it.
It can't
I would
all
know.
be right.
I would know instantly.
Yeah, I would know instantly. So I just want to it was a very, in my mind, a comical moment. Caitlin just unlocked the car and then he just walks in.
Yeah.
So from now on, I don't think she's ever going to unlock the car that much of a distance.
Don't unlock the car
Don't unlock
until
the
you're
car.
literally standing there.
Exactly. Plus, I just want to add in, so that story of the guy complaining is completely irrelevant.
Well, it added to it. No, but the thing about the guy that was complaining is that he ended up being parked in a disabled spot.
Yeah, so you're pretty much like, he was...
You just know that the whole thing was his fault and not the worker's fault.
Yeah,
You just know from that.
fair enough. Plus, he was just trying to take photos and...
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense.
And he couldn't drive. Took a 7-point turn to get out of a car park.
Plus, the disabled spots, spots for disability is...
It's more spacious. All right, if the man who I'm talking about, if you're listening right now, go and listen to our episode about cars,
Yeah.
about driving.
Driving. Except
And-
maybe shouldn't we talk about all the
And
fines
now-
we got?
But now he's going to be thinking the whole time, oh no, this is me. And then hopefully he'll change.
He'll be a changed man and he'll
Yeah.
park in a normal spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just not be an all-round idiot.
Yeah. So, Christopher Coombs.
Yes,
You remember how it might have been last episode or a couple episodes ago, but I told you we were talking about dumb shows.
Yep.
And I said there's this show that people think is a dumb show, but it's not really a dumb show. But because I love this show.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you remember what it is?
I totally remember.
You don't remember.
I totally remember.
I'll just remind you again. It is Teen Titans Go, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
The animated, hilarious cartoon.
That's the show that no one's seen, right?
Everyone's saying it. It's so popular.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, so in Teen Titans Go, I was watching it the other day, it was just some downtime, and I said, you know what, I'll put on an episode of Teen Titans Go, or TTG for short, because the abbreviation of Teen Titans
Exactly.
Go is
Like
TTG.
SFSG.
Exactly, SFSG, so far, so good. So I'm watching an episode of Teen Titans Go, and out of nowhere, this character pops up. But you know when in shows there's characters who are real people?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just thought this would make you really happy. So this character popped up, and I said, no way. Surely it's not actually voiced by the real guy. And then at the end of the episode, I watched the credits, and it was. Guess who it was?
No way.
You won't guess.
Give me the genre of the person.
Okay, an athlete.
An athlete.
An athlete.
I'm going to go LeBron James.
Yeah, spot on.
Knew it.
Spot on. It was LeBron James.
I knew it.
Yeah, come on.
knew
I
it.
gave you all the hints you needed.
What?
Well,
Athlete?
if you put two and two together, I said you would be excited about this. And
But
then
why
said,
would I specifically be excited about...
LeBron
LeBron James?
James? Because you like basketball.
Yeah, but there's 10 million basketball players in the
Yeah,
world.
but who... Look, I'm not that much of a basketball fan, but I think LeBron James is probably the most famous at the moment, at least.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. And the thing
Yeah.
is, he's getting right into all the pop business.
Really?
All the pop businesses.
Like deliberately?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or as in
100%.
he's just being contacted because everyone wants him in?
No, he's getting into Hollywood. So basically, he moved teams as of this season, right?
To
You
where?
know that, yeah?
Wait,
So he was in Cleveland.
Oh, now he's in Heat.
No. He was in Cleveland. He went to Miami Heat. He came back to Cleveland, which was his
okay.
home,
Okay, yeah.
right? And now he's moved to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah. I knew he was in
And everyone's
Lakers.
presuming he's moved there because of the whole pop scene and the acting business and all that
okay.
stuff.
Isn't he going to be in the new, what do you call it? The Bugs Bunny one.
Yeah.
What's it? Tune Squad. What's the movie called?
I'm waiting for you to get
Space
it.
Jam. Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
It's him, right?
Yeah, he's going to be in it.
Will there be more?
More what?
More basketball players in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure who, though, because apparently, according to the sports media, he's asked a few top players and they've
Really?
declined.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, maybe they don't want to ruin the name of actual Space Jam.
Well, I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
And also, some players don't want to associate with other players because they're competition.
yeah.
It's a hard thing because I kind of like how they're really competitive and don't want to be friends with each other.
yeah.
But then at the same time, I like when some are friends with each other.
yeah, because it's cool to
interesting.
hear. It's like, oh man, LeBron hangs out with Shaquille all the time.
Yeah.
I know he's retired. It's just the first name that came to my mind. But
Yeah.
Shaquille did that. He's in a lot of movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the pop scene.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Well, yeah. So I was just really happy to see LeBron James, and I thought it would make you happy
Yeah.
too.
You'll be seeing him a lot more now, especially when he finishes his NBA career.
Is he finishing soon?
Well, probably in the next 4 to 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But he's getting into. I think he's starting his own like music label or something. I don't know.
Really?
But he's doing like some serious music producing.
You may as well. He's got, he's gonna have plenty of time,
Dude.
plenty of money.
Well, I don't know how he has so much time really.
Well,
Like you play basketball full time. He's got like 3 kids.
yeah, true.
How does he have so much time to do?
Well,
so
that's
many
probably
different
why
things?
he's only in one episode of Teen Titans Go for
Yeah.
like 10 seconds. So,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
just to
he's-
get his name
he's just
spread a bit.
Exploring his options. Good on
Yeah.
him. Good
Nah,
on
it's
him.
good. I'd be doing the same, 100%.
If you're a professional basketball player?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, technically you are. Professional basketball player and so far so good podcast host.
That's right. Among many other things, but that's for another day.
Linking into that, I just want to say that I called it that the Raptors would make it to the finals. I just want to let everyone know I called it.
He did. Well, I mean,
I just
you
want
could, you could say he called it.
I want
in
to
a way.
I want to remind everyone that in a previous episode of So Far So Good, Chris said they're not going to make it to the finals,
Yeah.
and I said they will.
So as of recording, we're currently 1 game into the NBA Finals.
And guess who won? Actually, Chris, who won? Can you just remind me?
The Raptors won the first game.
Yeah, good. Damn right they did.
Hey, I'm going for them.
No,
why,
you didn't.
why are you acting like I hate them?
Don't pretend like you are going for them on the show, because off recording you are saying, dude, Golden State, they're going to kill the Raptors.
No, I'm saying logically that Golden State are going to win, but I'm rooting for the Raptors.
All right. Well,
Naturally, no
when-
one wants
when
Golden
the-
State to win.
when the
Everyone hates
Raptors
Golden
win,
State.
you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, look, I'll see what. I'll be happy. I will actually be happy. I just go with the logics, you know?
It's not all logic. There's also some.
If you were
skill
smart enough, you would have put your life savings on the Raptors to make the finals. You would have 5 times your money at least.
involved. Was it actually going that much?
At least. I don't know exactly, but it would have been.
Yeah, I should.
If you put it on at the start of the playoffs.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, that would have been a good.
Man, it would have been huge. Huge. But no, in all honesty, I reckon Raptors will win 1 more game, and
Yep.
that's it. So I reckon it will end up 6 games, so it'll end up 4-2.
And you think
That's my prediction.
You think that's because these first 2 games are in Toronto?
Well, I don't think they'll win the next one, but they'll win when they come back to Toronto,
Okay.
and then that's it.
Okay. That's a good prediction.
It's funny, our friend who works at the famous bread company,
Yeah.
he's actually heading over to Toronto for a month.
Yeah, and he's not going to watch a game.
Well, he might.
Well, he said he won't because the tickets.
Oh no, he won't go to the game.
Yeah.
He'd be lucky to even get a ticket to the game.
Yeah,
It's
he
probably
said
sold out.
it's minimum 1K.
Yeah, and it's
Ridiculous.
probably already sold out.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's going for a month, and he's a basketball fan like me.
And
So it's fantastic timing. Fantastic timing.
it's true.
Imagine
man.
just the buzz in the city. Like, you don't need to go to the game. You can
Yeah.
watch it at a venue.
It's like when you saw the FIFA World Cup finals in
Yeah.
France, but you
Oh.
didn't actually go to the game.
That
You
was
just went
nuts.
to a French pub.
Yeah, exactly. People going nuts, and the streets were just illegal. So crazy. So crazy.
Alrighty.
Now, in Australia, right, the down under country,
The-
Melbourne specific, actually no,
No,
the whole of
it's the
Australia.
whole of Australia.
I wanted
Melbourne-
to get into how Melbourne's the most livable city, but anyway.
Melbourne specifically because we're from Melbourne, and to us, it's the most livable city because we live here.
Exactly. So in Australia, in the last, at the time of recording, anyway.
Look, it's just the talk goes on for about a year or so, but it's always up in the air.
So basically, there was a new election
Yeah,
that came around in recent times in Australia.
and that's for a new prime minister.
And I've got to say, there's nothing I love more than politics.
There's nothing I love more than not talking about politics, which is why we've sort of taken a light-hearted approach to politics for this episode.
Exactly. So whenever we mention it, just know that we are saying it in a light-hearted way. We
Yeah,
do not
we're-
mean anything we're saying.
We're not trying to campaign for anyone. I'll be honest, I don't think I know who was running to win the election, but it was just happening, and you have to vote. In Australia, to our international listeners, it is compulsory to vote. You have to vote,
You have to vote.
or you get a fine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a $200 fine or something.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, they'll send it to your house. So
Yeah.
you got to vote. Come to Australia, you got to vote.
So recently, I went to vote. Naturally.
you have to.
Because I don't want to get a fine.
Exactly.
So, in Australia, you can also do early voting. So, rather than voting on the designated Saturday, you can actually vote the week prior.
Yeah, in case you have like other commitment to work,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
basketball,
In my case, I just didn't want to stand in a long line,
fair enough.
which is fair call, right?
So you early voted.
So, I early voted. I had the Monday off
Okay.
prior to the voting Saturday.
Yeah.
So, I went and did the early voting, naturally. Now, I go there, right? And I'm thinking, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to go in. I'm going to vote. It's done.
Okay.
I don't want to stand in long lines.
Yeah.
I get there.
Yeah.
It's the longest voting line I've ever seen.
Ah, see, all you did was you thought of what everyone thought. See,
Exactly.
I went on the voting day, and I think I had to wait a total of 2.5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It
ridiculous.
was pretty much straight in, straight out.
You know why? Because it was probably fully staffed. When I went, I noted exactly down how many people there were.
Okay.
There were 6 staff
That's actually
lines
a lot of stuff.
that were ticking off names.
Yeah.
And then there was about 30 voting booths.
Okay.
The reason there's more booths than people ticking off names is because for the people that don't know how to tick a box, they take 5 minutes, so they need extra booths.
It's actually not as simple as just ticking a box.
It is pretty simple.
It's a pretty complicated.
And when they tick off your name, they tell you exactly what to do.
Yeah, okay.
It is super simple.
In that sense, it's very easy. But you look at the paper, it can be intimidating. It's like a 3-meter long paper.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
The amount of trees that they had to import from China.
yeah,
oh my
shouldn't
God.
it just all be digital? Come on, man. That's what I voted. I voted for. I'm not even going to say who I voted for. I'm staying away from political stuff.
No. Let's say, yeah. I'm not saying who I voted for. But anyway, from the moment I got in the line
Yeah,
to when I got to the person to get in the next line to get my name ticked off,
yeah.
to then walk over to the voting booth, to then wait in a line to put my vote in the box.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were in a bad group, bro. You were in a bad group.
From when I first walked in to when I first walk out, it took a total of 23 minutes.
You timed it.
23 minutes.
Dude, I don't know what happened with you.
I went literally, okay, so Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I went 5 days before the designated voting time, and it still took me 23 minutes.
So, moral of the story is just go on the designated voting day because majority of people probably already early voted, and then you'll be in. The only reason mine took an extra couple of minutes is because I started having a chat to the girl who had to tick off my name.
Really?
Yeah, because it took her a while to find my name because I have a pretty complicated name. And then I was just telling her how this happens all the time, don't worry. It's all good. It is what it is.
That's why no one can find our podcast.
Actually, do you know what? Remember how I told you a couple episodes ago about my fake name?
Yeah.
Like my fake ordering food name? Gus.
Yeah.
So I actually called up a company and I said, they said, oh, so what's your name? I said, oh, it's Gus. And then I'm used to just saying my name. But then she was really nice on the phone and she said, okay, thank you, Gus. I'll just pass this message on. And I was so taken aback as someone actually called me Gus. I was like, oh my God, it sounds so weird.
So what did you do? Did you say, look, I'm sorry, my name is actually Gaurav?
No, I stuck with Gus and then she put me on hold. So that's really the end of that story.
Did you feel bad?
No, not at all. It probably made her life easier.
Yeah.
Gus. G-U-S.
Dude, you're a man of the people.
That's how I do it, man.
But in all honesty, for every one of our friends that have tried to search our podcast, they can never find it. So what we tell them is to search Gaurav's name, and it literally comes straight up.
Yeah. Look,
because there's so many songs that are called So Far So Good, or
is there really?
So many other.
Okay, there is a lot of
things
things named So Far So Good, but Spotify, any of your favorite podcast streaming app, So Far So Good. The little image is a picture of a sign. It says So Far So Good on it, and it's by Christopher Coombs, Gaurav Khazanchi.
Exactly.
You can't miss it.
And if you're listening right now, there was probably no need to tell you that.
Tell your friends, guys. We're easy to find. Okay, so now that what we really wanted to get to was we decided that because there's all these, 10s, 20, there's so many different parties campaigning to win the election. We thought, you know what would be cool? We'll make our own party.
Make our own political parties.
We'll make our own political party and we'll talk to you about our own political promises. So, Chris, why don't you kick it off?
You want me to kick it off? Oh, man, you are not ready for this one. So do you want me to explain what my party is or give you the name first?
Just do it as if you're doing a pitch. I'll chuck in some cool background music to make it sound like almost an ad or something.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot here, but you know what? There's nothing better than being put on the spot.
3, 2, 1, kick it.
So why don't you all vote for the Baller Party? We're not rich because we play basketball. Every kid, once they turn 4, they must play basketball. And up until the age of 12, it is completely free. With taxpayers' money, of course. And then after 12, they have the choice to continue on. And as they love basketball, they will continue on. Now, we call it the Baller Party, not because we're rich and we want to take your money, but because we love basketball.
Oh, well
Vote
done.
for the Baller Party.
That's pretty good. I'll chuck in a round of applause effect. That was pretty impressive. You said you were on the spot, but it sounded like you rehearsed that at least 20 times.
So who are you going to vote for?
Well, I haven't given my pitch yet, so I can't tell you.
So you've got a pitch already planned, don't you?
Yeah, just like you, I have a pitch plan.
Hey, I never had a pitch plan.
That you did not make that up on the spot.
No, I did.
No, but you had your party name and all that.
Yeah, I had my party name.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
So I've got to tell you my party. Okay, cue in the sound.
And let's hear it.
So, my political party is called The House Party. And this is actually just a party. We're forgetting about all the political stuff. We're not even going to try to campaign. It's just going to be a party. It's invite only. If you want a +1, you can just give them a form. They tick the box yes, and then they can come. We'll be sending invites to everybody since we are an Australian political party, although we are just a house party. We support Chris Paul from the NBA because we're still waiting for him to sponsor us. Our main focus is entertainment and fun for the people. You can do what you want, but if you break the law, that's no good. But if you want to have some fun, then come to the house party. Round of applause, I think. That's my point. Pretty much what we're saying is we don't care about all this political nonsense. We just want to have a party.
We just want to have a party.
It's just
vote us in. All the taxpayers' money goes towards the drinks.
The party, all the drinks, food, it's all provided. You just got to come. Don't break the law.
Oh, man. So
Look,
who are we voting for?
I've got to say, the NBA party sounded pretty good. But if I'm 4 years old...
Baller party.
What if I don't want the baller party? What if I don't want to play basketball?
But that's the thing. You will.
So if the baller party was voted in, you have to play basketball. It's compulsory.
Yeah.
If you don't, then
it's like voting. If you don't, you get a fine.
No, I appreciate that it is promoting good health and fitness.
Yeah, and
Especially
fun.
And fun. It's fun.
Team environment.
Team environment.
It's a team sport.
And I guess if you're 4 years old and your parents are like, you have to play basketball, you're not going to be like, no, I don't want to play basketball. You're 4 years old, you don't really know anything. So you'll probably end up loving it.
Exactly right.
But, okay, then what about the rest of the sports?
And it's good for parents because it's free.
So
they can also play another sport, which is definitely doable.
But it's just basketball that's free.
Basketball is completely free up until the age of 12.
And that's a pretty decent age to push it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's pretty good.
I appreciate the underlying, positives of that.
So the whole thing is you say baller party, and that gets the whole buzz. But then when you really look into it, you realize that, we're not superficial trying to get people's money. We're actually for the kids and for basketball.
So does that mean your party will help, the government create all these non-for-profit basketball little promotions? Because if it's up to the basketball, the basketball stadium and the basketball league, they're just going to be lost of money.
In what sense?
Well, if you can't just be like, okay, all the kids are going to play for free. Sorry about your profits and your business.
No, because the money will still go to the stadium that's running the kids.
But there is no money.
Yeah.
Oh, the taxpayers' money.
Exacthey
But it's just free for the parents. So they're technically still paying.
How?
Because they're paying tax.
Yeah. But they have to pay tax anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Rather than it going to, the political leaders travelling first class everywhere.
Okay.
It's going towards the kids and, more importantly, basketball.
Children are the future. That's right.
Exactly. Now, if they turn 12 and choose to play another sport, that's fine.
But at least... Because if they've been playing basketball for 8 years, they're going to be pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, essentially, it's foolproof.
Okay. The baller party of this looks like.
So now, going on to this house party.
Yeah.
So... how do you get an invite to the house party?
You just get a digital invite because we're all about saving the environment.
Okay.
So we'll send you a digital invite. If it goes to your junk mail, it's your own fault.
But how is everybody in the country going to go to one party?
Look, it's more of a metaphorical party. It's not, there's not one giant house where 22 million people can attend.
So it's not actually a party?
No, it is a party, but it's a party. Look, there'll be, okay, fine. It's a real party, but there'll be one in every, let's say, state.
So one in every state?
One in every state.
So how do you get an invite?
Everyone gets a digital invite.
So how are you going to fit everyone in the state at one party?
Yeah, but not everyone in the country is going to vote for the house party.
But what if But the whole point of voting for the house party is that they get elected.
Yeah, but not 100% of Australians are going to be voting for this party.
Yeah, but they're still elected.
No, but if not everyone's voting, they're not going to come to the party.
What?
Let's move on.
But anyway, just for the record, everyone know that we love everyone.
Especially our So Far So listeners.
That is right. And shout out to our number one listener.
Yeah, you know who you are.
You know. You know who
you are.
He does.
Also, shout out to everyone who has been staying updated with the So Far So Good Instagram. We do try and keep that updated with every new episode.
Yeah, there's always a fire photo that we get planned just for you guys to get pumped about the episode.
Yeah, you can also tell your friends about us. Tell everyone. Find us on your favorite podcast streaming app. We are on Spotify. We are on Podbean. We are on iTunes podcasts.
And at this specific time, special shout out to our friend who's a hard bread working individual. Good luck to him and his trip overseas for a month.
Into Toronto, and the Toronto Raptors will win.
Yeah, so should be a hectic month ahead for everyone involved.
Yeah, so thanks so much once again, guys, for listening. Stay up to date with the So Far So Good podcast.
And we will catch you on the next episode.
Later.